I've got some astrology answers for you today, and I wanted to share that I got several questions from you all about Jupiter in the 12th house. I got questions about natal Jupiter in the 12th house and also transiting Jupiter in the 12th house. And I love this question. I have Jupiter in my own 12th house, so I love it for that reason, but I also love it because we're approaching the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces in a couple of days. And Jupiter in the 12th house is so in alignment with that energy. So I want to address this question that was asked by a few of you. And I'm going to kind of blend it together, maybe go on a little bit longer than I usually do because it's such a great topic to talk about. So Jupiter is actually the traditional ruler of the 12th house. Neptune is the modern ruler. And Jupiter brings this sense of expansion in the realm of mystery. In Vedic astrology, Jupiter is a planet that represents the guru. So although we think about Jupiter as wealth and abundance and expansion and possibilities, and it is all of those things, Jupiter is also the holder of wisdom and the sharer of deep spiritual wisdom. So when you have Jupiter in your natal 12th house, or if you have it by transit, it's going to expand your capacity to receive spiritual wisdom. It's going to deepen and amplify your connection with your well or wise ancestors. Some astrologers have talked about Jupiter in the 12th house as having a guardian angel, and I absolutely have sensed that or felt that in my own life with my own Jupiter in the 12th. But I also, because I do so much work with ancestral healing and astrology, I also feel like when you have Jupiter in your 12th house, natally or by transit, that it attunes you in a certain way to being open to and receiving the ancestors' gifts that they want to share with you, particularly in a spiritual sort of theme. The 12th house is the house of mystery. It's the house of retreat. It's the house of letting go and dissolving into the infinite. And so for this reason, it's hard to talk about the 12th house. It's hard to articulate exactly what it means on the earth plane because it is so much a house of the other world. Some of the more negative associations with the 12th house, the house of prisons and mental institutions and hospitals, the house of our own self-undoing, there definitely is a correlation to those things, but part of the reason that those particular areas were assigned to the 12th house is because the 12th house is a house that we go to lose ourselves. It's a house where we have to let go of our sense of personal identity and connect to the collective unconscious. This is the place of dreams. So I've already gone over my 2-minute mark. I have a lot more to share about Jupiter, Neptune, the 12th house, and I will be sharing all of that and more on Sunday, April 10th, for the first official astrology salon. So I hope you will join me in that, and the link is in the bio to sign up. All right, next week I will be answering more questions, so I'll be posting the option to ask a question in my stories, and I'll be answering it a few days after that. Okay, thanks for following.